Skip Bayless kept it real. Kept it 100 when it comes to SHEDEUR Sanders. And also, Coach Prime announced that Julian Lewis is official, the quarterback that will be starting for the Colorado football team this weekend, this Saturday, against West Virginia. Looking forward to seeing that game. I'm telling you, Julian Lewis just may be the answer that Colorado football team need. Let's get ready to talk about it right here on Sports Talk with B. Watts. Let's go. Skip Bayless kept it 100 when it came to SHEDEUR Sanders. Skip Bayless said, and I agree, and I've been saying the same thing, if SHEDEUR Sanders would have been the #1 QB out the gate, first game to now, the Cleveland Browns would be the talk of the town. They would be the talk of the town, and they would be winning their division right now. If SHEDEUR Sanders was the QB1 for the Cleveland Browns, if they had never went to Joe Flacco the first 4 games, if they never had went to Dylan Gabriel the last 4 games, that's a total of 8 games. If SHEDEUR Sanders had started all 8 games, they would be winning their division right now. They would be leading in their division right now. Lamar Jackson was out. You got the Cincinnati Bengals, Joe Burrow, he's been out. Then you got Aaron Rodgers down there with Pittsburgh. SHEDEUR Sanders would have ate this league up if Cleveland had did the right thing when it came to that quarterback position. They would have. Man, look at here. My dog would have went out there and stood up in that paint. With the #1 offense and the way that defense was playing, Myles Garrett out there doing his thing, and then you got a running back with Jenkins. Oh, man. With SHEDEUR, they easily could have been in first place right now. I tell you what, you put it down in the comment section. If SHEDEUR Sanders have started the first game, they don't play 8, what do you think their record will be right now? I'm going to put 6-2. 6-2. They would have been 6-2, if not 7-1, if SHEDEUR Sanders hadn't started game 1 for the Cleveland Browns. Listen to Skip Bayless talk about SHEDEUR Sanders and this situation.
And if SHEDEUR gets the opportunity, he'll just make it work. Despite all the things you say, they'll blitz the hell out of him. This is going to happen. It's going to be going so fast, he'll slow it down in his head because he's played that position his whole life to be this. His father raised him that way. And you said he doesn't run well. He's underrated with his legs. He doesn't have Deion's legs, obviously, but he can hurt you with his legs because they call plays for him at Colorado. They call quarterback draws. They call some read option, some zone read. So I just think if you give him a chance with that run game and this defense, it'll start to pop. And if he had been the starter from day one, I guarantee you Cleveland would be the talk of the league right now.
Yep.
They would be, because they would have won some games that you didn't expect them to win. They would be the surprise team of the National Football League.
That's Skip Bayless on Arena's podcast talking about SHEDEUR Sanders and the situation with the Cleveland Browns quarterback room. If SHEDEUR Sanders had been the starting quarterback at the beginning of the year, listen, Cleveland Browns would be winning their division right now. They would be winning their division right now because SHEDEUR have that it factor. He would have figured it out. He would have been raising the level of play on the offensive side of the ball, especially at that wide receiver position. You saw how he took their wide receivers in the Carolina game. Those were bag-up quarterback. Those was scout team wide receivers. I'm telling you, SHEDEUR Sanders would have raised the level of play and the excitement on that offensive side of the ball. Man, my dog and Cleveland Brown would be winning this division right now. I don't care what nobody say. You can be a hater and you can see that. Yeah, they would be in first place right now because some things have happened in their conference, in their division. SHEDEUR and the Cleveland Browns could have took advantage of. Once again, Lamar Jackson was out. He missed by 6 games. When you look at the Cincinnati Bengals quarterback situation, Joe Burrow out for the season. And the only thing you got to let me deal with is, come on, Pittsburgh, Aaron Rodgers. Yeah. SHEDEUR Sanders, no doubt about, would have had the Cleveland Browns in first place. That's my take on that. I got to pivot. We got to talk about Coach Prime. Coach Prime has announced that Julian Lewis will be the starting quarterback going forward or against West Virginia this Saturday at noon Eastern Time. When I look at the play of Julian Lewis, from the small sample size that I saw in last week's game, he did okay. He did some things that I like to see from a quarterback. Number one, can you get out of harm's way? He showed that when he scrambled to the right and he went downfield, he made a decision. I'm going to run this football, and when I see the defense coming toward me, I'm going to get down to protect myself. He did that. And the quickness in his feet. He's faster than I thought he was. He looked faster and quicker than Caden Salter and Ryan Staub at that quarterback position. Always knew he had a quick release. And he can process well. He know where to go with the ball. Now his arm strength, I got to see more of that. But those are the things that I like to see from Julian Lewis. And also when I looked at the well-off video over there on the sideline, he was communicating with the wide receivers, telling them where I need you to be, where this defensive back is doing, so you need to do this. I'll be looking for you to do that. Those are key things when it comes to being a leader and a quarterback. Communication. Communication on the sideline. You ain't got to be talking to that dude sitting over there in that yellow jacket with that iPad. No, you need to talk to your wide receiver. Say, hey, this is what the defense is doing. I need you to be here on that dig route, on that cross, on that slant route. And Julian Lewis was showing you that he got the skill, even though he's young, he got the skill set to be a quarterback in the Big 12 for Colorado this year. Like I say, Coach Prime named him the starting quarterback this year. And also, Marshall Faulk. I'm going to play you 2 videos back to back. Marshall Faulk was getting on his running back. Man, them running backs, they don't want to block. They never do want to block. Wide receivers don't want to block. That's the problem that Julian Lewis, JuJu, going to run into on this offensive side. Listen to Coach Prime in the presser naming Julian Lewis the starting quarterback, followed by Marshall Faulk getting on them running backs about block.
Freshman versus freshman. We got a freshman who's going to start for us. He's good. He's throwing the heck out of the ball. He's a young kid. We're going to make young kids mistakes, but it's up to the staff to get him prepared, to get him ready so he can be concise and precise. He has to make quick reads and get the ball out of their run when he feels pressure, and just be himself. Just do what you've been doing your whole life. I don't talk about bad. I don't want to do that. The good things that he got the ball out in certain situations. He saw what was coming, what was happening. He received information and tried to apply it, what he was receiving through the headset, which he did a good job about that. And he was more talkative to his teammates. What I mean by that is you got to communicate with your linemen, your backs, your receivers. You got to let them know that you're there, you're in command, you're in control, and because they're looking for leadership.
When you the guy running, you want another mother blocking for you with some soft ass shit. Bullshit. Some bullshit. You gonna come over here and block like that. But when you carrying the ball, you want somebody to block for you. Lock in. Let's go, y'all. Let's go. Lock in.
That's Coach Prime in his presser naming JuJu Lewis the starting quarterback this Saturday against West Virginia, and the running back coach, Marshall Faulk, in practice yesterday talking to his running back. They don't want to block. For some reason, they don't want to block. The wide receivers, they don't want to block. They don't want to block either. And that's what's going to hinder the offense with JuJu Lewis. because he going to need a running game because the defense, they going to blitz JuJu. They're not worried about him running. See, he's not a threat in the RPO game. That's why you're going to need your offensive line and your running backs and your wide receivers to block even more for Julian Lewis than K. Salter was. Because K. Salter gave you a threat that he may run and he can run. JuJu, they shouldn't run no RPO with JuJu. He's not like that. You don't want to get that young kid hurt with the last 3 games, and he's your future quarterback. So it's going to be important. It's going to be imperative that the running backs, offensive line, and the wide receivers block for Julian Lewis and this Colorado offense going forward. That's my take on Sports Talk with B. Watts. Do my favor. Do my solid. You know I'm dropping videos all day, and I got my live show tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Come on over and join the conversation tonight. I'm telling you, we're going to have a good time, all right? Until next time, do me a favor. Hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell. It'll let you know whenever I go live or drop the video. And also, do my solid. Support the broadcast, Cash App, Super Chat, or simply just join the membership. Anything that you do will be highly appreciated. Once again, you watching Sports Talk with B. Watts by the digital airways of YouTube. Once again, thank you. Peace.
I only got one chance to do it right. If I do it right, the bitch we live it life. Pray the Lord, please protect me from all